What's going on, guys? Austin here, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the extra points week 8 lines of the week. So my first bet I'm going to say is the Jaguars +3 at Seattle. I like this line. Jaguars are coming off a bye, going up to a team in Seattle who is struggling without their quarterback, Russell Wilson. This +3 is basically out of respect to everything that Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks have come up with over the last several years, but I tend to believe that Urban Meyer is a good football coach, and he'll have the Jaguars ready coming off of I wouldn't say an inspirational win, but coming off a win against a Miami team that also needed that win. So Jaguars with a good win off a bye back at home or back in Seattle should be able to cover, if not at least win this game. I'm going to say Patriots +6 at the Chargers. The reason that I say this is because the Patriots are actually the only team with a losing record with a positive point differential. And the reason for that is that all of their losses have been very close, and they're several couple wins, however many it is, 3 wins, they're a little bit more significant than their losses. I get that the Chargers are coming off a bye, but the Patriots are coming off their best performance in maybe 3 years, probably their best performance since their last Super Bowl appearance. So I like the Patriots +6 to cover. I take the Chargers to win. The Vikings +2.5 versus Dallas. Now, this is a really similar situation to the Jaguars, where Vikings coming off a win, then a bye, and then they get this team actually gets to play at home. So I'm definitely going to say take the Vikings here. I'm going to take the Vikings to win outright. I think right now Mike Zimmer's kind of coaching for his job. Kirk Cousins is playing well. The defense is all right, but it hasn't been up to par. That's what Mike Zimmer is supposed to be an expert with. So take the Vikings plus the points. I'm going to say the Rams +14 at Houston. I think this is a little bit of a it's a big line. The Rams didn't quite cover against the Lions the other day last week, but the Lions also converted 2 fake punts and an onside kick, and they attempted another 4th down that didn't quite go their way. But Houston is just an atrocity. They just shipped away Mark Ingram, who, I think they have 3 equally good running backs, but, that still takes away from the depth. Plus, all of the Deshaun Watson rumors have to be distracting because, they're constantly getting questions about things like that. So I'll take the Rams -14 at Houston. I'm going to take the Bengals -10.5 at the Jets. Now, this line might be a little different depending on when you look at it, because when at the time that I wrote this and the time that I posted it, Zach Wilson hadn't been ruled out yet. But in between that time and right now when I'm speaking, Joe Flacco has been traded for, but the other backup on the Jets, who I have no idea who he is, was named the starter for this week. What's kind of funny is the line has not changed at all, which is probably more or less of an indictment on Zach Wilson. But Bengals coming off probably their biggest win since the win that kept the Ravens out of the playoffs 4 or 5 years ago. The one that got the Bills back in with Tyrod Taylor that year. That was a really fun, interesting situation. But I definitely take the Bengals -10.5. Packers +6.5 at Arizona. I like the Packers to win outright. And I know a lot of you might not, but Packers +6.5, there's still a little bit of wiggle room in there for them to lose by 4, and your bet's still to hit. But the Packers go on the road into the desert against a team who, the Cardinals' only real win so far this season is at the Rams, which, to be fair, is a very good win. But Green Bay and Arizona's resume isn't too far off, except Green Bay is just looking for that real good team to beat. They went on the road to San Francisco and beat them. San Francisco doesn't look as good right now in hindsight, but I like Aaron Rodgers in this game to kind of assert his dominance as a, hey, guess what? I'm still the MVP, and we're not going anywhere. I'm competing for a Super Bowl in what is going to amount to tonight, Thursday Night Football, probably Aaron Rodgers' last statement game to say that, like, hey, we can win a championship. Let's go for broke. Let's trade away the young assets for veterans, maybe Jordan Love. Let's trade away draft picks for veterans, maybe bring in an Odell Beckham, bring in a Brandon Cooks, or who knows who. All right. Thanks for watching that video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know how much money I win or lose for you. And be sure to look out for our other videos. 5 Minute Fantasy should be coming up next.